Hello and welcome to the world of cool. Moreover, welcome to another episode of hashtag the world of cool features. A lot of motivational posters that I keep coming across on social media say a variation of this very same thing. Don't tell them your plan, show them your results. So in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Even though it's technically a time lapse, it's more specifically a star lapse. And yes, you can take it with any smartphone, but no, you can't take it with most time lapse apps. Remember this clip? This is a OnePlus 7 Pro pointing at the exact same thing with the time lapse option in its camera app, while the LG G8 is taking that shot. And for fair play, I switched the two phones. So this is the LG G8 taking a time lapse from its native camera app. And this is what OnePlus 7 Pro captured using the method I'm going to explain today. You see the difference. For taking these star lapses, you need longer exposure times, which most of these native time lapse apps do not support. I understand there are many other apps that let you take manual time lapses. Some may even be free. But let's just say I download or buy a time lapse app. I then run into the probability of running into incompatibility issue with the phone that I may get in the future, because these apps ask for hardware control, shutter and all. So I decided against the third-party apps. Seriously, I even bought a camera FV5's paid version, worked on my LG, crashed on my OnePlus. But you will see many phones offer manual settings in their native camera app that lets you take longer exposure photographs. Many of them even let you save these as RAW files, which is a great added bonus. If only we had the patience, impeccable timing and the free time required to keep taking these photos at regular set of intervals. Okay, so it's quarantine time, lockdown in most of India, so free time is not an issue. But okay, moving on. For taking these star lapses, what you need is a heavy duty tripod, a very sturdy camera mount, any smartphone, an app on that smartphone that lets you do manual photography. Many phones call it Pro Mode in their native camera app, and another app called Intervalometer. It's paid app, costs only 120 rupees. Even I have bought it and it's totally worth it. What it does is, it draws over other apps like your phone's native camera app, gives you a target that you need to place over the shutter button. So once you start your time lapse, this target mimics you touching that same spot at precisely timed intervals. I hope you see the benefit. Now I will tell you my process. Thankfully for a while I'm not staying in Noida, where stars are difficult to spot because of the regular pollution and light pollution. So you need to find a spot where you can see stars in the night. Get a heavy tripod, get a heavy duty phone mount. Your phone shouldn't move at all, else you will get blurred photos. I have linked what I use in the description. Go to your phone settings and increase the display lock time. Your phone shouldn't automatically lock while taking photos. Click on Open Intervalometer, then switch apps to your camera app and frame. I also try my maximum to frame with something in the foreground that exaggerates the star motion. ISO is always set to minimum. I usually set focus to a little behind infinity. Then I fire 2-3 test shots with different test shutter speeds. So I start with 5 seconds, 10 seconds and even 30 seconds. I can't give you a concrete number. It completely depends on your location and frame, but you should set whatever shows you stars and clearly. Once Corona is defeated, I will be in the hills far away from any major city, and then I'll definitely try 30 seconds or more and click the Milky Way. Once your shutter speed is set, click on Configure. It will draw a bullseye on your shutter button. Move it around if it's not accurately on it, then click OK. It offers you timer control wherein you can set the interval, as in after how much time do you want a photo to be clicked. This number of course needs to be more than your shutter speed. If you put in 30 seconds, let's say, put this at least 40 seconds. 30 seconds for the exposure to happen, 10 seconds extra for your phone to save the image and all that. I usually set this to 60 seconds, so one photo every 1 minute. That's why my motion is very heightened. You can put in how many images you wish to click for your time lapse, or you can actually let it run till infinity, which in this case is how long your phone's battery will last or how long your power bank lasts. Or if you plug in your phone, then it's infinite. Okay, not even then, phone can run out of storage. You can also put in a delay timer, so the first click will happen that many seconds later as much as you have set the delay timer to be. This is very important. I always put in 10 seconds. This helps your setup stabilize after you have introduced micro jitters while tapping start. Then it's just a game of waiting patiently. See, if you put in one click every 1 minute, you will get 60 images in an hour, which if you play back at 30 frames per second, it's just 2 seconds, which sucks. So lot of patience. Some of my time lapses in the opening montage ran for 6 hours. So start with a full battery for sure, and a fully charged power bank is also suggested. Hours later, once you are done with your clicking, now comes the compilation part. Mobile Photon, the makers of the Intervalometer, also makes another app called the Timelapse that compiles all the photos that you took into a video. That's free. You can try that. I didn't, since I am more of a PC person. I copy all the clicked photos onto my laptop. Then open the bulk rename utility. Again, absolutely free to download and install for personal use. This step is necessary because the naming convention on phone is messed up. So the files are not always in an incremental sequence, and so you will face issue in your editing software. In the navigation pane of the bulk rename utility, find the folder where you have saved all the photos. Then you need to sort these photos by time clicked. Go to the renaming option in the apps menu. Go to ID3 EXIF data, file properties, and enable extract EXIF data. You will need to refresh the app once by pressing F5. Now sort the list by the taken original properties. As you can see on top, the first photo taken, and then the time keeps increasing by a minute. Now Ctrl A to select all the photos and set the from to 1 in the remove option, and then keep increasing the 2 till you see only .jpg of whatever format your phone clicks photos in. Then head to the numbering pane. Put mode to prefix, start to 1 and increment to 1 as well. Now you will notice in the new name sort list that the file name is now sequential. Scroll to the absolute bottom and tally the file name with the number of photos in the folder. They match, you'd be brilliant, then all you need to do is hit rename. Multiple editing apps and software will help you churn out a Starlapse video out of these images. My weapon of choice is always Blackmagicdesign's DaVinci Resolve. Easily the world's most powerful creative package in one, offers a completely free version with no limit as such and no watermarks or ad placement issues. You can produce a legit cinema theater level film with this free software. Why crack Premiere? If you want detailed Resolve and editing in Resolve tutorials, please just ask. I will reply to my best of knowledge. After you have installed Resolve and run it, head to the media page, click on project settings, and in the master settings option, set your timeline resolution to 1920 into 1080 HD. Set your timeline frame rate to 25. That's absolutely fine for digital uploading. Then just click on save. Once again, Resolve may literally be powerful enough to win you an Oscar for best editing, best animation, best sound design and best color grading. But for now, I'm just getting you to export an image sequence. Just comment below if you want some videos on Resolve. Find your time-lapse sequence in the navigation pane, drop it into the footage bin, then just right click, create a timeline with the selected bin. As soon as you switch to the edit page, voila, your Starlapse hot and ready. Resolve is the world's most powerful color grading tool, so of course I spent some time doing all that. But if this was your first Starlapse, just go to the export page, select the YouTube preset, add to render queue, and then export. And of course upload, and of course subscribe, and of course notification bell icon, and of course comments. It's actually the comments that tell me that people still love watching detailed long videos of creative DIYs. If you tag me on Insta, I will happily see your Starlapses. Otherwise, you will as is see me in the next video. So ciao ciao, stay vigilant, stay healthy.